Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we come to
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we come to
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
You for know about Salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come
developments now we come to
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come
developments now we come to
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
This na the team them where we dey talk, but
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
And we like we self and better Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come
developments now we come to
unify, sensitize, and inform we
For
all.
developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come
developments now we come to
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
You go get we live on Facebook and our YouTube channel at Unity Broadcasting TV.
Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting. Today na the 28th day of January 2026. Now so we go take welcome una to Unity Broadcasting Morning Show, where we broadcast live now with Facebook page and on YouTube channel. Live now with 48 Shaka Stephen Street. You say if we want to be part of this conversation, no say you go send a text message to the number 076946948. This number they on WhatsApp and also they on Facebook. Today we go talk around the January 18. Somebody go to ask Elizabeth, why are you in a military regalia? January 18 a day of National Remembrance Day. Sierra Leone they observed now the first year this or now the first time this where Sierra Leone is set to remember the National Remembrance Day. They don't set this aside, say, now for the one day will be done for. Inside the TRC reports, we been see exactly where recommendations then become. Now, they don't decide for declare this particular day for let it be National Remembrance Day, January 18. But again, there is a lot of things tagged to it. This morning, we go get Honorable Alpha Khan. Honorable Alpha Khan go there inside the studio for talk to we about the things then where His Excellency Julius Maada Bio don't achieve as a nation and why the long awaiting time over 30 years or about 30 years since these people them or this war be done kill or cut maim a lot of Sierra Leoneans. Like I tell you, before we get Honorable Alpha Khan inside the studio, we go get a security update from Bombali. And after that again, we go get a lot of activities where don't they go on social media. We see of recent where they kill a gentleman. Wanna stay tuned as we they go Bombali forgets we news of things that we don't happen. Me name na Elizabeth Skefwegembe in a military regalia talking about January 18, where the government don't declare as National Remembrance Day. Wanna stay tuned. All right, good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Yeah, good morning.
What are we they talk to specifically?
Well, this now Sergeant John Abbas Kama, the regional media officer for the Sierra Leone Police, na the Northeast region.
All right, Sergeant Abbas, tell we waiting they go on your environment right now as a way of security na Bombali district.
Well, the security issues na the northern region, I want to say, relatively coming quiet because we continue patrolling where we do with the sister forces. We na the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Force. They make sure say yes, we all come together for less sanity continue for prevail. And their night patrol they carry on. And the issue of drugs still in progress, especially in terms of eradicating narcotic drugs, when harmful drugs, the likes of marijuana, where they can say jamba, kush, tramadol, and the rest. So patrols are ongoing, like as they say, and many have been arrested, some have been charged to court in respect of drug-related issues. The regional commander we get, AIG Williams, and in Deputy Mr. Kushof Kabo, themselves they provide that sanity continue for prevail within Makini and outside the Makini.
Right.
I remember when we say the Northeast region is embedded with 7 divisions.
John Abbas, make a hold you right there quick. You talk about drugs. Walk we through exactly how this drug business still in a Bombali district.
Well, for now, I want to say, and because of the excessiveness of the patrols and the operational team, both the regional and that of the divisional, they do great in terms of arresting those who are involved into drugs. And the good thing at that, we really just they arrest somebody where the smoke we let him go or her. We make sure say yes, the policy also help we for giving directives who say imbibe the drugs there. Yeah, I believe say whenever we do this, we get a positive outcome from that one day. So the fighting of drugs, I'm not gonna say, and we will less and we still day in them for make sure say yes, we eradicate them. We get community support from the general public, though some are reluctantly and they refuse to provide information to the police whenever in terms of drugs matters come up. When police get information now for go in for do their operations, now they tell me where you see now so then they let arrest them. But where are those people who them be there for make sure say they can all them fail for provide information to the police. And also the issue we up in this filling station is every day in progress. Maybe I hope for season 1 for ask a question day, and the matter is still on, and positive use they actually, but we yet for confirm. We want to see how the investigation they carry on. But I want to tell the public where they out there say, and there is a positive progress regarding that particular matter.
All right, talk about positive progress. Positive progress as to apprehending the defaulters.
In terms of the community supporting the police, it provide us valid information where we're able to lead we for arrest those that are involved. That make us say, and after the entire process, we come and name you. If there are people we connected, we'll come and name them out to the public, and that make us say the positive progress they in because the community some be afraid for come to the police for give us information, and now you see them they turn up for make sure say extensive provide information to the police, and that particular place they be vandalized them. But these few days the station don't start for do in normal operating, and the fuel station right now, the operators, like I say, they don't already fix the glasses, them with them damage, and other things them back will be missing at the side. So the operations of the filling stations is now ongoing.
All right, now walk we through deaths of a police officer also where surface of late.
Come again?
Walk we through the death of a police officer where don't surface around. Walk we through waiting exactly happen.
The death of a police officer?
Correct.
Well, I'm two officers, and if I can understand fine, one I'm a cleaner here,
Uh-huh.
when I constable, we see outside the team, we left McKinney yesterday for what pay respect na free return to the people them, and also one get for happen na the Kabbalah where in be involved into a road accident when I superintendent, and about the leadership of the police get the way how they do in terms of paying respect to we personnel them. We no want for go into that one day, but on behalf of the leadership of the Salon Police Naya, we want to sympathize with the family, but the that we happy with the superintendent in terms of road accidents. That one also is the under investigations, though, and the other guys themselves have be sustained injuries, but they are responding to and treatment as I speak.
All right. Some pointers they say he was in a high speed. How true you go certain that, or was it due to the road functioning or the road capability for be smooth around? How true you go ascertain that?
I'm not a traffic personnel. That one has to do with the investigation. Yeah, and I know come and confirm to you say yes, it be there in a high speed or another, and you know be there in a high speed. That make I tell you say, and they two are going to do investigation, and for now we know exactly what happened. But the traffic personnel then get the technical know-how for interpret the languages. So for now, we're not going to come and confirm and tell you say yes indeed. Now it's as a result of the high speed way in there on or not.
All right, John Basla, bring you back. You talk about drugs, the one that way they smoke, even if they catch, when I catch them, when I decay them go back. So the one that way they sell them or sell the particular drug. In this case, when I don't ever get an opportunity for see somebody where they smoke, where don't be a lead to any pointer of a salesperson.
Yeah, they are helping the police genuinely, though some are reluctantly refused for tell you outside and by, but some will need progress for the development of this country. They too they help. But sometimes when we reach that area, the moment we reach, they flee away. So there is no magic way police can use for we not to looking on people per se, but we say forget the way how we they operate, and we are not going to come and confirm and tell you see that this and this.
All right, Sergeant Abbas, any other further updates?
And they can genuinely help me with information. Those some they can reluctantly refuse for provide information.
All right, Sergeant, any other updates there where the public need for know on this side?
Well, the only thing that in as much as we did inside the new year, things have been put in place as we don't get the elections, especially for different political parties. They should have their either lower level election or whatsoever. But the leadership of the police Naya don't do extremely well, because here we get a normal routine way we can do whenever we want for CCS sanity continue for prevail. We can do now for make sure say we engage heads of various political parties for make sure say yes, let's save them go by the rule of the law. Whatever they want for do, they need for rights to police, for let police aware of the activities. Reason being at that, maybe some will be a genuine individual, some might not. So that's why we can deem it say necessary for make the right. So we make sure say we provide security coverage for all political parties, especially when they want for take up the activities. Why? And for make sure say sanity continue for prevail in the township of McKinney and beyond. Remember, the Northeast region is embedded with 7 divisions, not just from McKinney. We make sure say yes, LUCs we concerns from different divisions. The AIG they get in touch with them, tell them for say themselves then get a role for play by engaging different political parties heads. Tell them about the rule of the law, for let nobody not take the law now in you, and anybody will fall short no matter what, they make sure say yes, they bring you to book and they will investigate you accordingly.
All right, plenty. Thank you, Sergeant Abbas, for that security update from Bombali.
You're most welcome.
All right, that's not Sergeant Abbas. We just talked to from the Bombali districts. We don't walk with through how drug don't still dey in a place, but then they find way for cobam and security dey watertight. People then wey dem dey hold reluctantly, they no can gree for show them, but however, then as security, then they work towards that. He also further make mention of then providing security for the political parties with the gear up for the elections na the district. Now let we look at certain things we don't happen at the media of late. Well, this is very heart-rendering. When Sierra Leone they go on a crossroad, this is a brutal truth, somebody has to say it. When Sierra Leone they go to a crossroad, especially when we are heading into elections when the opposition is there saying this is their time, elections where the ruling governments they talk say now we own time this, there is nothing like constitutional amendments we say now two terms. And at the same time, you don't they see we are youths when they are the future leaders of the nation. They are being drilled, they are being caused to certain issues, they are sent into drug addicts. Some of them not only been drug addicts, but now they don't begin to kill them. Because of Facebook, then policy, we not go bring some pictures then because our page is monetized. We not go bring some things in there. But we have to say it. It is rather unfortunate Joshua end up for loss in life to unscrupulous individuals where then feel say they have to do this. There are some pointers, some people, some quarters. This is what I can say. Some quarters, they say it is pointing at somebody else. And pointing at somebody because of political reasons. I don't know where the country is heading. And I don't know why the president is still not saying something. And I don't know why the ministers, the security apparatus are not saying nothing. Are not saying something. Let me don't say I'm not saying nothing. I apologize for that. Are not saying something. If you sit on a time bomb, when it explodes, your head will be the first to blow out. This is what Elizabeth can say. When you sit on a time bound or a time bomb, when it explodes, your face will be the first to go. When things like this, they happen slowly. This guy is attached to the office of the First Lady. According to Romans, then talk say a thief. But let us even assume somebody stole your property. You go be some so cruel. Police day, you're not able to go na police for let them talk say, okay, this man don't thief me. If not true, if it is true, let's face the facts here. You don't say me don't go thief. John don't thief. Mary don't thief. Sori don't thief. If Sori have stolen your properties, the very first thing you do, we have law enforcement officers. You go na police for go report say Sori don't thief me, I don't see him. The answer is no. You call or you hold Sori, you can't go na police for let them go apprehend them. The answer is no. What do? You take the law in your hand. So Salone don't be that kind of state now. Where will they lead on to, if we not be careful, yesterday we had a constitutional review here, and it's on. That's another thing we'll go continue for talk about. And you are there, security apparatus, instead of you provide security for individuals. That's where that's una mandate, una take oath for, una take allegiance for una provide security for and protect lives and property. Now we left property. Life is more valuable than property. I can lose everything, but then as long as I get life, the war, what would they discuss about? The remembrance. The one that where they kill, they don't day today. But the one that we left, where they alive, where they in action, they can boast of something that at least they have breath, that they can breathe. But we don't count to a nation. Sierra Leone don't count to a nation that it don't become so overly lawless, it don't become so overly chaotic, added with political high ambitious individuals, then can do anything. Doing anything, now it don't become so. For a young man, a university graduate, some man not even go school. Some go school, they're not done. Some done, they not get work. In done, it gets somewhere where it manage in lifestyle for make sure ends meet for here in family. Then just go taking life like that. Where are we heading to? What nation do you want Sierra Leone to be? What nation? Imagine a gentle graduates like this, at a time like this, where for the enjoy say, I am here ready to take the mantle of leadership of the country of Sierra Leone. I'm here ready to see that I make a change. I am here to make sure Sierra Leone becomes a place where I can sit, I can dance. But here he is today, cold-blooded. Yesterday we see a protest, 2 days ago or so, we saw a protest on the media. They need justice. They need justice for this gentleman. And really the police, they need for can't talk to we, because by pointers, they said this gentleman was in the hands of a security apparatus when he go then drag him again. Speculatedly or allegedly, this is not a confirmed source from Unity, but allegedly they say then drag and commode. Now some OSD, I don't know how true is this. Like I said, it is an alleged. Then drag him. Then go do waiting and one do with him. Sierra Leone, what is Sierra Leone heading to? What is the president sitting on that bench for? President Julius Maada Bio, people appointed you for a specific reason. For provide and secure we lives. Provide for we with daily needs, and then secure we from them bad things there. The reason why everything points to you, because you are in governance. The reason why everything points to you, because you are the head. When you have the one that way gets the brigade, and then they carry all the load. La put on that way, la not use big English jargon. But this is actually something we call for your attention. If you are not seeing or security update is not given to you on things like this, then I don't know where we are heading to. And let's be factual now that we're going to elections. Now electionary year this. So the one that when they talk saying that governance, this is not governance anymore. This is electionary year. Of course, they can talk a little bit about the All People's Congress. This is electionary year. We they head into elections. One for the seat, and they drag that other person, and then they talk say they don't go cut in hand. Or one see say that person they go some side, he get heavy security, the other one not get. Let them put measures in place. Faya Selu, you are a very great man. You have worked for your legacy. But what is going on currently is something you have to fight, so that your legacy doesn't go down. Because if this go down, it will go in history that it was done during your own reign. And I'm pretty sure you're still going to be in power till the end of 2028. I am pretty sure. And I wish you that well. God not going to make you retire it, neither they relieve you. But when 2028 is coming closer, these are some of the pointers who will say Faya Selu did extremely well. Let them investigate that gentleman. Losing his life is very, very, very unfortunate. Sierra Leone, we are at a crossroad. For either we make or we break. And if we break, then we don't have a Sierra Leone. Some of we left with what they do. We left with families, with kids. Everything we have worked for, we are here to make our own mark. Not to waiting salon, you know, waiting you give salon. So that tomorrow you go say, Alhamdulillah, I made my own mark. In one way or the other, somebody must point at Elizabeth say, she came at one point in time. In my old age, what go sit down, right? Somebody might say, she came at her at a particular point in time. This were what she did. I have a legacy that I conducted elections. The entire country knows that. On a platform watched by 11,326 individuals. I didn't do that because I wanted to. I did it because it was something I planned. So if we are at a crossroad like this, heading to elections, or we are not in an electionary here, there we don't begin see this. Let's una way they work on a net, una begin brace, yeah? We una way the whole line, una begin no say you either get pepper spray na your hand, or try forget a license, maybe something when a piece to. I hope say Salongo gets that. Dana one. Now let we look at the other thing we don't happen. The All People's Congress, they don't get they don't put some stringent measures in place. These stringent measures we go discuss and deeply on Friday. But if all of those things they put in place are really, really true, then I'm happy for them. I'll clap and tap them on the back. The head, the one that went at the Master Sabi one then, the secretariat, the national executive, I will hail you for that like Nelson Mandela did. Why? Because that go narrow down the race so that everybody where they come out, you go be sure that then they lead you into something else. You go be sure that you they do the right thing. You no go just come on anybody they come on, or no go just be anything where na granates. The presidency not so granates where all man for charm. So I hail you. I hail the executive of the All People's Congress. But we'll dive more into that on Friday. My name is Elizabeth Kefu-Igembe. We go take a quick commercial break, and when we come, we go welcome we guests. Wanna stay tuned. Good morning.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet all.
All right, welcome back. The program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. I'm in my military regalia. Wise at the talk about National Remembrance Day. The reason for this now a way for show me your solidarity and remember the one that way God be don't take their life, and also the one that way they live with the scars. That is why I decide for dress in this regalia. Now, January 18, Sierra Leone observed the first National Remembrance Day 24 years ago, where it coincided with the 2002 Declaration of Peace. This morning, we will get inside the studio. Honorable Alpha Khan. Honorable Alpha Khan, the presidential spokesperson. He will come for tell we waiting they achieve out of this 1 year celebration and the status of the war victims. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting, Honorable.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for inviting me here.
All right. So, Honorable, 24 years along after the TRC recommendation, now 2026. Waiting at the push where Putuna for Lona confronts this history, or where the president decide for confronts this as a history.
Thank you very much. 24 years is a long time. A long time since the end of the darkest part of our history, the rebel war from 1991 to 2002, 11 years, civil war. And on 18th January 2002, President Ahmad Tijan Kaba declared, say, the war done. And thankfully, since that time, we don't try for maintain peace, tranquility, and national security. The president we sit on today, now one of the people that we fought for Sierra Leone during that war. I've been a young man, I've been a soldier. But during that time also, he be able to become leader of Sierra Leone after 4 years of military rule wherein I've been part. And then he decided, say, since then he don't promise the nation in 1992, when they take over, then after 4 years no more than go sit down. It means that in 1996, Sierra Leone forgets a civilian government. So when some of incumbent them decide, say, they may want for continue, pull uniform, turn to civilian, for continue for rule, now he say, no, this is not what we planned, me, I go change them. And then he decided that as leader, the election will go ahead. So in 1996, we get a civilian government. But before that, the war been still go on. And he, as head of state, now in look at the senselessness of the war. There was no ideology, not just fight for raw power. So you see, this is not a good trajectory for Sierra Leone. We, not Sierra Leoneans, the people the way they fight with we, they're safe, not Sierra Leoneans. Why we for continue for fight? Is it the best thing for do? Now, for I look for the head of this rebel group. Make we see if we're able to talk sense and find out why we the fight and try to stop the fight. So him take it upon himself, the great risk to his life. He go in a bush. He go fend for the Sanko. He actually bring and come out of the bush and get him for begin talk peace. So that time there, he do elections. He left. Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kaba, our late president, he continued with the process. So the foundation where President Dr. Julius Maada Bio been not late for we in 1996. Now that foundation there, Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kaba build upon for let we get into what we call the Lome Peace Accords. We take today, now they one in the agreement and they sit on pan, the rebels then demobilize, they disarm, they reintegrate into society. In fact, the peace has been more or less monitored by both government, civilians, as well as the combatants, because they don't form themselves into a network of veterans, where they say they go around, where they go and preach peace. So in fact, on Saturday, the 31st of January, they get a big mammoth meeting, Namakeni, of ex-combatants and veterans for good talk about peace and talk about how we for maintain the security of this country. So the one day we benefit, then grieve for this peace. The one day we benefit against them, that now we as civilians and those soldiers of the Republic, we're ready for this peace. So if the two groups them ready for the peace, it will continue. And that make government go do everything possible for support them, for go around all the districts and talk to those. We know, still understand, say, there is now no war and animosity in Sierra Leone. The time we don't come now for national remembrance, national security, and national cohesion. So this is a great achievement and a great initiative by them.
All right, Honorable, the TRC report indicates a roadmap for remembrance and reparation. We don't get the day now, which is the 18th, according to President Julius Maada Bio in pronouncements. Now, let we look at the timeline for this reparation where the victims and they get. When you feel say this will come into play?
Well, the declaration and the celebration of the Remembrance Day, 18th of January, is just about 2 weeks ago. So, you not going to expect, say, all plans would have been laid by now.
But if all plans are not laid by now, why did you make the pronouncement?
The pronouncement are for let everybody know, see.
So before everybody they know, Honorable, this is not something where the president, your president,
and yours
our
too.
president,
Thank you.
For don't get plans for before he come and say, I dey remember this day. Because the TRC report say, you remember and you do reparation. So if you cannot do the reparation, why did you remember the day? That's not the question where it ain't at the lips of ordinary citizens. We have remembered the day. But when is this reparation coming in play?
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. If I go put local, like I get for good so tomorrow. I will start with one step. That's the first step. And you cannot say that you want for run when you not even begin for creep yet. So we don't start for creep. At least that is a process. Everything in life is a process. Anything you rush, you push it around and all that, you might miss. So I'm sure the president is aware of the TRC report. The president was a head of state during the confusion. The president is a president now after that confusion. So he is very aware of all of the things that happened. He fought as a soldier at that time. He didn't have the trenches. He even come on here before we war. He go fight in Liberia. In fact, ECHO has been recommend them that they will go for Liberia the National Day and commend them. Say, well, you are one of the people who came here to fight for Liberia and liberate Liberia. But you don't also go and become a head of state in your own country. You left that one day, you give to civilians. God don't make today, you don't come back as a head of state. So your own achievement is exemplary in the region. Now that makes you see, most of the areas now where they get problems, since he is chairman of ECOWAS, he able for good day. When Guinea-Bissau get this problem with, well, not a problem, when they get a coup d'etat, the very next day he was there. You leave the place quiet. You don't go, then don't talk, then don't put a timetable. But the other one we really commendable are the one of Benin. When that day happened, within hours, as ECOWAS chairman, he was able to put boots on the ground in Benin, in Cotonou, and stop that. So the man, now a man of peace, now a man of intervention, now a man of maintenance of peace and security. So yes, if you say this is now going to be remembered, you for no say you don't put all thoughts together. Now for they make this public, and until they make them public,
Honorable,
all
of these accolades are feathers to his cap.
Thank you very much.
Anything where they do to the ordinary citizen, where they watch you out.
Oh really?
In terms of
no, is that a feather to his cap for him to fight for peace?
No. What I'm saying.
No, it is not a feather.
Yeah, it's a feather.
It makes a big difference to all of us. I am sitting here, madam. I am sitting here, madam, because there is peace, and he started that.
But it's a
so not tell me say
it
is not a feather. No, it is an impact.
Honorable, you just gave him that accolade. That's why.
Please recognize that peace they no make him for himself.
All right.
He make him for we all.
But who has
now
the
he make
feather?
you able to come out to side
the feather?
Forget about the feather.
So that's
he
what
was
I'm
not
talking
looking
about.
for feathers.
Okay.
He was looking for creating peace in this country.
But who gets the
and
feather?
he has done
Who gets
that.
the
It doesn't matter about
Wherever
who gets
he goes,
the feather.
the praise goes
Now
to
you
him,
now
right?
go. Now you now go decide whether you give the feather. He did it for the sake of Sierra Leone, for patriotism, for the maintenance and security of human lives and property. He did that to safeguard Sierra Leone. He did it for you. He did it for me. That's why I'm sitting here. If today you want to give somebody feather, now you know that you will give the feather. And me, I will get the feather.
So
Nothing goes.
Is it not the feather to it? You don't come back to
No.
the
But don't make it as if he was looking for feathers.
No. I
He
said
was
that's
not looking for
that's
feathers.
a feather to his cap.
Thank
so
you.
the ordinary Sierra Leonean.
Thank you. So you have given him the feather.
Yeah, it's a feather to his cap.
You have
He
given him the
brought
feather.
peace. But
Thank
to
you.
the ordinary Sierra Leonean, what impact would you say it bring to me, the war me when na person where them be don't maim me hand, waiting that peace day or that peace where them bring to me. So man go ask that question.
Well,
But
you don't ask it. Wait, no, don't go. Please,
All right.
let me answer that question. The impact to you, who has been a war victim, is that he stopped the war. So if now you then don't maim, at least you are not in isolation in the world. You know, for them, the sky for them, come for them. You get family, you get Pekin them, you get brothers and sisters. The fact that you bring peace, they don't save. If you are maimed, those have been saved and secured. So that is the impact to you. And now, what you get for do is, how do we handle the welfare of those people? So if that is the question you're asking, I don't tell you at one time, I think you get a private conversation on that. I said the actual ministry that you should be inviting to discuss things like that. Now, Mrs. Melrose Kaminti, she is the Minister of Social Welfare. Now, Ingo able to know what the plans are and when they are going to have a timetable to start the reparation, if there is going to be a reparation, or what kind of reparation they are going to give them, and who gets what. So that is it. So I am saying that for me to hear today, I'm here to talk about the impact President Bio made on our lives. He brought peace, and I'm sitting here. because of him sacrificing himself at great danger to his own personal well-being, he said, let us stop this war. He could have continued as a soldier. But I always call him
Honorable
as a soldier and a gentleman.
Critics will say to the president, then say, this now a show of low-cost symbol gesture. In response to that, victims then also go say, they know they eat remembrance. And now, since they know they eat remembrance, then still lack the basic medical care for waiting and sustained 30 years ago. Being a presidential spokesperson, how you go answer that? Somebody they don't name in hand, if they pass wrapped in a gauze, and not get medical care, and now we are remembering. So to them, they might say, it's a symbol or it's a low-cost symbol gesture. Waiting at the modalities where
I think it is not symbolic.
Okay.
It is real impact to the country. For we know say, bad things happen, and we're going to remember those bad things happen.
Okay.
One of the greatest takeaway from that is that there is going to be what we call never again. We should never go back to that. People sacrificed their lives for the security of this nation. That sacrifice will never be forgotten. Those who are still living and have been maimed, have been injured, I am sure and I know that government has plans for them.
30
and
years,
these plans
30 years on.
30 years on.
Okay, and they are still passing with guns.
But how many?
With no fake or prosthetics that go lead say this is what I can. At least la get this safe la hold I'm small. But they are still passing.
Oh, there is plans.
So 30 years on.
There is a progress. There's a process in which prosthetic limbs are being provided for amputees. You know that.
President
so you cannot say that they are passing by, ignored. Nobody ignores them. People respect them. And I am sure the medical you're talking about, if they need medical care, if they go to the hospital, nobody will turn them away. The hospitals are open for that.
Honorable, with this kind of economy that we're talking about, or this kind of health, when somebody they even get belly, we have seen a lot of people them where they don't get belly, then go to hospital, they are not being attended to. Somebody where hand inside gauze, where is sick due to 30 years of problems where the government, the nation, we don't cause on them. He could just walk into the hospital and then attend to them. And if yes, which hospital that, so that the nation go hear that?
Let me tell you something. All hospitals are public. Most hospitals. Don't go to a private hospital.
Okay.
They charge. But even those, I'm sure, they get conscience. If you go there and really need medical treatment, they will do that. I don't think anybody will ignore you or turn you away from that hospital. So this one, you're taking it beyond to some extremity where you not belong. That is not the kind of nation we live in.
Okay.
This Christian nation is a nation of consciousness, a nation of people that will get heart for others, a nation of generosity, a nation of love. We like each other. You know, come, you sick, you hold your hand until you say go. They will not do that here. Even the doctors will not do that. I don't know any hospital that will do that.
All right, the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show are there with Honorable Alpha Khan. Alpha Khan are the presidential spokesperson. We did talk around the 18th, where January 18th, where President Julius Maada Bio don't declare say na National Remembrance Day. You self within your house, you go be part of the conversation. Unfortunately, I don't pick calls when I'm on live session. Actually, our morning show. Nobody should call. Apologies. I'm not picking calls. Now, Honorable, the president don't say, war does not mean, I quote, war does not mean, war does not begin with bullets, but words. Now, with this era where we dey win on social media, like quote again, President warned we inside that speech. He say, war does not begin with bullets. He say, but words. Now, this era where they win on social media, and you see how this government thinks and they for ensure that this not ever happen again. When I say never again, applies to the online rhetoric currently where they divide the youth with the word never again.
Of course. That is a warning and a piece of advice to all of us that word we will make person feel pain. We go make person vex. Nine can lead to animosity. Nine can lead to conflict. And when the conflict passes the stage of arms, a stage of fists, it can degenerate into weapons. You start with knives maybe, bottles, stones, and then bullets. So it's a graduation process, stages. So this first of all is, like if you want to stop the flow of a river, you go to the source. You stop it. You know, you go inside the end, you stop it because the water will keep coming. So what we are saying here is that prevent the things that cause discontent, disaffection. Prevent the things that cause problems in society, especially words. That the president they say. You tell me bad word, I go feel bad. Sometimes he will tell you bad word. And at the same time, you go repeat, repeat, and before you know it, it escalates. And then they say, so let we all be very mindful of what we read, of what we write, of what we post, and all that kind of thing. Having in mind the consciousness that I am in a society. I am not alone in this world. Anything that I do will affect the next person. So now that's the try for say.
All right, you being a presidential spokesperson, I'd see they ask this question again. With the online rhetoric where they happen, they see John they cause Mary, Sori they cause Fode, and nothing. Authorities then well, we get the cyber law where they go say then they put you in a court or then they carry you go to police. But after that, what comes next? This not go boil down to an electionary year where we did now we go end up for create more tension. Tension then it build up to something we go escalate past the nation.
I believe say the next elections if they come, there will not be that kind of tension that we don't know in the past. When I don't see say during the past elections, every year we are improving. The elections in 1996 were peaceful because we were in the situation of war, the military was in control. The election in 2002 was peaceful because that's when we declared that the war done so all left for fate, and we had a good president then, Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kabah. In 2007, the elections, they've been peaceful with a little bit of skirmishes here and there. But 2012 was much better than 2007 in terms of reducing tensions. So as we did go, we did downgrade the tension then. And then, of course, in 2018, there was hardly any issue with the elections, apart from when the results were announced, then people started attacking their neighbors and all that. But quickly, the two parties that were concerned then put a peace mission, of which I was a member. We went to all the communities and spoke to the people and were able to quell those tensions. Of course, 2018, 2023, the least problematic, apart from the words that will be the exchange. We not agree for the result, we agree for the result. I win, you know win, I win, you know win. That one, they stopped at the level of talking. It didn't degenerate into open violence at all. Government was able to maintain that, and of course the opposition also ready for making. So I can tell you that 2028 will be even better, and that we are working on public education, what we are doing now, talking to people, declaring 18 January as a day to remember, so you know that there has been problems in the past. We come from exchanging of vitriolic words among yourselves and all that, from election misunderstanding and all that. Now we are going to manage that, such that it no go to that level again. So never again is going to be our mantra from now on to 2028 to 2033 to 2038 and all that kind of thing, and maybe 2053 or something like that. That is what we are looking forward to. Elections should not be a period when we expect, say, there's going to be war, there's going to be fighting in this country. In most countries, elections are just an ordinary day. Where you come from, you know, that election, all managers, they come on a office, you go vote, you go back, you go work, and wait for the results in the evening. Whoever wins, you congratulate the other, that kind of thing. So that is what we are aiming to get to, and I believe we're going to do well upon that. Public education is the one that will pay attention to more and more and more. I just told you, the Veterans Network for Veterans and the ex-combatants, they themselves are forming themselves now into an organization going around to preach peace and all that kind of thing. So when you see that, the person will be whole tick, they run after you, they can't tell you, say now, let we not come fit again. They say, you know, it's time really this time. fighting is not an option.
So the president don't declare January 18 as Remembrance Day. Successive governments be done day before, we not think of this, even though it was captured in the TRC report. But it don't come, it don't pull on a door. So this particular day is going to be a public holiday, or any other government we go come. Paraventure, the APC can have power, or the NGC can have power, or the SAPP continue in power. Then go continue this day. And this particular date, is it captured in the constitutional review?
That's a declaration.
Now it's a declaration, but is it going to be a public holiday that any
Well, it hasn't been.
government
It should have been declared that day that
Okay.
it's going to be a public holiday. If you don't make them that day, that means for now it is not a public holiday. But it could decide later on that yes, let's make it a public holiday to make people understand that this is more serious. Go home and reflect. Or another president coming might decide that yes, President Bio declare it in January. I'm going to make it a public holiday. So government is progressive. Government is additions. You add on top of what you found. So for now, he has done what he believes is necessary. He don't declare a day, a Remembrance Day. All right? Somebody else, or later on, because he still has about 2.5 years to go. Like I said all the time, I have time no more this by the second term. He might decide, say, look, let us just make this a holiday. And it depends, like people like you and the public and all that. If you keep asking for it, and the government believes that it will serve our purpose more, people will reflect more when they're not working. Think and do things that are good for them and also affect and impact the neighbors and all that kind of thing. Let me make it a public holiday. Why not? It's his discretion for now.
All right, honorables, security still get some breaches over the past years. We see waiting November 26 being Kawit. So some go still say we peace is fragile, meaning to you this day, is it considered a finished peace or an admission say we still dey at risk?
No, it's an admission that we don't go through bad things before. Let me not go back to those bad things. I mean, say, let's remember so that we don't repeat it. Never again, but it's a process. It's not a finished piece. Not a magic for say today, I say, stop, and it stops. A gradual thing. And we're dealing with human nature. People can change, people can vary from time to time. I make government not go relent, for they preach the message of peace, they preach the message of national cohesion, make sure say what we do in terms of elections, where it can be very, very difficult for we make it such that everybody is involved. That make president say, and most of the countries say, proportional representation allows everybody to be at the table. Now when people feel excluded, when they don't feel included, now the misunderstanding and discontent can day, dissatisfaction. So then they try for manage them in terms of the politics of the country, in terms of fixing democracy and all that, so that everybody feels that his or her interest is safeguarded. And when that happens, I believe that the peace will come naturally and progressively.
Honorable, the Amputee Association, and they ask for free university education for them picking them. When you consider these governments, then consider education forbidden top priority. Is the government, your government, being a presidential spokesperson, ready for this, for then amputee then university picking? And if yes, is that going to be a free or then get passion or portion we then get for pay?
I can assure you that if the money be laid on, we get that kind of money. University would be free for the children of amputees and for all other children of Sierra Leone, if
So
the money been there. Not there, not there.
Okay, so therefore there will be no consideration for them?
No, if we wait till I talked on, then you
All right.
come in. They will give free education to everybody, but the money not there. But I am sure that programs will be there for be able for, maybe on case-by-case basis, children it can be considered for that. But government has already done the basics. You don't do from nursery now, age 3 to age 18. Free education in Sierra Leone. That is not what is happening everywhere in the world. And a small community, like a country like us, with limited resources, we are able to do that. You can be sure that if more money there, more access there to finance, government will make the education up to university level free. But the basic education where people need to get by in life, up to WASC level, is free in Sierra Leone.
Honorable, the question here again is, then people here, they ask for reparation. And part of this reparation, if the government, the president, can also turn it into a fee for then university students then, it will bring solace to then victims there, then amputees there with the pass and big nasty for let them pick in and go school. Somewhere you ask them, the question where then they say, I no get what they give me. I no able make farm anymore. Pass a bigger because I get university graduates. Is that not a pointer for let the government say, okay, we're gonna register and probably we go look for donor funds since Sierra Leone is a donor-driven country?
Well, that is what we want to get away from. Asking for handouts all the time. Asking for handouts means you can't plan properly because suppose the one way they give, no give. So we are trying to look at ways where we train people with skills, where they go able to be useful to themselves, where they go able to provide for themselves. Yesterday, I accompanied the president to the Freetown Polytechnic, where the construction company called CRSG, China Railway 7 Group, China Limited, joined with a university, a technical university in China, for introduce skills training courses for youth in Sierra Leone at the Polytechnic. And those training courses, when you have gone through them, they assure you of a job immediately. Because these companies do need the skills for those things. So those are parts of the things that government will do so that we can reduce the dependence on donors. But yes, now that we are still dependent on donors, I am sure there are moves or ongoing negotiations, requests for funding so that people who have been affected by the war can be given better welfare, especially for education. But what we have done so far is that the was how we able as a country, and you know that the free quality education takes 21% of our budget, 22 now saved, and that is a big chunk of our budget. Our budget this year is $1.2 billion. 22% of that, 22 times 12 is what, 24, isn't it? It's about $240 million. It's going to go into education to train children from nursery, 3 years to 18 years, and that is free for everybody. It's not selective, without regional considerations, without partisan public consideration, tribal consideration, religious considerations, political considerations. You know, important. As long as you're a Sierra Leonean and you want to go to school, in fact, even if you don't want to go to school, if you are within the age, the government will force you to go to school. Because it is by preparing you for the future that Sierra Leone will succeed. Yesterday, President Biossi, he would have failed if by the time he leaves office, he's not able to prepare most of the children of Sierra Leone for livelihoods, for takeover government, because we have to exit at some point. One day, Sontena, you will be commander-in-chief, now that you're looking so resplendent in your, and authoritative in your military uniform there. So you could be why not, first woman president. But we have to prepare you people for that, and that's what we are doing. And the best way to do that is by education and training. Targeted education, targeted training. For now, most of the mining companies here, they have to bring in people, skilled people from other countries. So the aim now is to train there in Sierra Leone so that we reduce the dependence on foreign labor and foreign expertise for Lewi self-run industries. When that happens, you will see less and less children out there in the street begging. For the amputees, as you are talking about, some of the disabled And the government has made an effort during the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Youth, during the time of Mr. Mohammed Oman Bangura, they were buying kekes for those groups who were sitting down in the street begging and all that. A lot of them now are keke drivers, and they own them. So government is doing what it can, but they say trucky one box, but he hands short. So this time we're trying to have the reach of an elephant or a giraffe. So a long neck or a long trunk, so that we go able to pick those fruits that we will bring to our children and make sure that they are able to, we are able to look after them.
All right, why should they wait for leather turkey in hand long before it begin box? Now we look at the database a little bit. 24 years ago, we don't get any specific database where you go say now inside here or this number we get for all war victims. Now, these governments don't come, they don't talk, say, they remember them. When I don't look into an account, say, we not for create a database or all the figures then where we not be the give to donor partners or we not they show out there, not just a way for make gains.
I don't think this government will give any misleading information. Because
but there is no data.
But how do you say that?
There is no data. It wasn't captured in the speech.
Well,
we are talking about what the speech says.
The speech will not capture everything.
Oh.
You cannot say that there's no data because President not talk about that.
Okay,
if you want
how many wounded people we get?
I just told you that the person to ask for those, now the Social Welfare Ministry, they will have it.
That is why I'm saying there is no data 24
No, you
years
cannot
ago.
say that. Have you asked them?
Well, I am telling you authoritatively from the president in speech.
No, but
I'm talking about the president.
Did the president say there's no
data? Well, he would have captured that
no,
there is
but come on, man. How can you capture everything about governance in one speech?
All right, so there is no database.
He will give you the framework. That inside you can drill down like you're drilling down now.
Okay.
If as an investigative journalist, take a walk to the Ministry of Social Welfare or invite the Director of Social Welfare here. He will tell you, and I'm sure there will be data. No, we don't do things in vacuum. And don't make vacuum statements. This president, this government is data-driven. So that is one thing that we can pride ourselves in. I don't have it now here because, first of all, I am not the minister, nor am I the spokesperson for the Ministry of Social Welfare. But if you do contact them, I am sure they will tell you. And I can tell you categorically, they will have a database. Even the last government, we must have somewhere we know how many people have been affected. Otherwise, how can you try to provide for them prosthetics, medical care, and all that sort of thing? No, there is a database.
Honorable, that make them people are saying that they're not able to forget, then force handle. Now we put it that way so people then can understand. They're not able to get them, force foot them. Because data not there, we go show say, now 50 people with the cater for let them get hand. Now 10 people with the cater for let them get foot. The question again, 24 years along the line, we not get data, we don't prove, say we get 16 individuals we need hand, 10 individuals we need foot. Waiting have been the hold up from past government and this government, we don't they in power almost 8 years now or 7 years now.
I don't agree with you that we don't have data.
But why are we
not
seeing things in action?
What do you mean you're not seeing things in action?
Why don't they see them with fake hand? Why don't they see them with fake foot?
My
so
dear,
waiting all at the hold up.
But there are some who have. We may not have seen all of them. You don't see all the amputees within this country? You haven't. There are some who have. And that process is ongoing. So please don't generalize to say that there is no data. Find out first. And this government will not even budget. This government will not even make plans if they don't know how many people are there. Even from statistics, Sierra Leone, you can get that data. Because when we do the housing and census and population census, they capture all those things. How many people are amputated and hand amputated? How many people need to one-footed? All that kind of thing. It is there. It's categorized. If you go to statistics, really, if you really want that data, before you come here, you will know that you'll find that data.
All right, the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show.
I hope that somebody from social welfare is listening. I hope that somebody from statistics is listening, and please send a message if you have data. And I know you have data. They just send me, say we have 100 or 200 amputees and all that kind. I know we have that. It's in our national census.
All right, Honorable, we go one for proof that, and we go try, like you say, we go try for reach out to statistics, let them give we from 2002 to now, the amount of war victims that we get where the president don't declare National Remembrance Day. Let that data they come out so that the public will know, say, hundreds or thousands of people that need hand, tens or 5 individuals that need food. That's not the reason we dey insist, say, let we get the data and let the nation able for know how for cater for the individuals. We go take a quick commercial break. The program na Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Alpha Khan the inside we discuss about January 18, where President say na a day of remembrance for war victim. Una stay tuned, we'll be right back. When we come, I go try for talk to Alpha Khan about the new constitutional review, and we go tailor down some issues where they surround the nation. Una stay tuned.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both?
Program na Unity Broadcasting Online Television. We are right back with Honorable Alpha Khan, where we talk around the January 18 as the day of remembrance for the war victim. Now, Honorable, we don't see the new constitutional review where the AG don't table na Parliament. We see the opposition party, especially the All People's Congress, very spectacular, then very skeptical. I beg your pardon. They're very skeptical about the process. You as an individual, you don't serve now both of them party, both APC and LCLPP. At this time, if you get the opportunity for say anything, waiting will be your points on this constitutional review.
For those who are skeptical, I would say that because they don't know the genesis, the origin of this constitutional review. It did not come from space. It was a recommendation of the TRC that we begin a constitutional review process. Laji Ahmad Tijan Kaba began with late Peter Tucker, Mr. Peter Tucker. And then when Anes by Koroma came, we put late Justice Edmund Cowan on it. And then we produced a white paper. And that white paper was inherited by the SLPP. Now that white paper, where we left. Now the recommendations were inside it. Now even some of the constitutional amendments will be left, because almost on the final months of the tenure of President Nkrumah, we make attempt for get the constitutional review amendments in the Parliament with bills already produced. And those bills, and I think I have it in my bag. If you want, I can bring and come for you, where President Nkrumah been proposed. But there was no time to discuss it. There was no time. We ran out, and Parliament was prorogued and closed Parliament, so we're not able to. There's some of these no more. We just pick them up and put them. Like the suggestion for changing this 55% to a simple majority. That's our own suggestion.
Which one?
Government, the section that says that the condition to become president in Sierra Leone, you must poll more than 55% or more of the vote. Otherwise, you go into a runoff. And then we had proposed already an amendment there for
when you say you had proposed, would I try for talk about?
You just said that I was in the last government, and
that's what I'm saying.
So I'm talking about that last government.
Okay.
President, I just told you that
right.
we made attempts for
okay,
amend the constitution, but we ran out of time.
All right.
All right. But the bills were prepared.
Okay.
I have a copy in my bag. Yeah, if you want, I can show it to you. You know, you've been telling me you were going to discuss there for don't and come. Okay. So there's evidence that we had tried. So most of the things that now President Bio is doing, that didn't he inherit from our white paper and from our own amendment bill. Oh, we don't put like this 55% for changing to 50% plus one vote. It was there. It was recommended also by the tripartite. So anything you see in that is the product of the Constitutional Review white paper, the tripartite, and within the last government, we own last government, and that's by Nkrumah government. But now they just distill, condense them, then they put them together. So there's nothing strange in there where they pluck from outside. There's no new introduction at all. These are things where we agree. And the tripartite, as you know, we had international community. We had members from the SLPP, a member from the APC. Now they put them together. It is from that those recommendations, the 80 recommendations that they pulled in and they. So I don't know why they should be skeptical, really. I just know, well, anyway, when they say opposition, some of us don't think that anything that government does you should oppose. But that's not it. You should oppose constructively.
But that's then therefore puts the government on its toes.
No. With honesty, with sincerity.
So
if you are involved in something.
In this case, they are not sincere?
If you are involved, they are involved in the crafting of that, in the recommendations from the tripartite, which is the recommendations that came to cabinet, and cabinet accepted those. And they are now implementing them. And part of the implementation is the constitutional review of those sections of the Constitution, which are now under discussion, where they don't put in a bill now by the Attorney General, don't put it as a proposal to Parliament. And what's that next? They have a Parliament. At the time the thing goes to Parliament, the parliamentarians will cut, join, push, change, add, delete, and all that kind of thing. It is just a proposal. So I don't see why anybody should lose sleep over it now at all, because the process has just started. It's a proposal.
Honorable, that lean over, do you ever regret leaving the APC? And if yes, or if no, how would you feel if they ever come to power, you being around them?
Being around them? I'll be a citizen of Sierra Leone, as I am now. If they come to power, let them come to power. Is that right? If the people vote for them to come to power, yes. But I know that the government that I'm serving now, one, to answer your question, I don't regret leaving them. And I didn't voluntarily leave them. They made sure I left. Like you always tell when I say they drop me. And he said you wouldn't feel welcome. We are not welcome and all that. Come on, they not cut your hand or cut your nose. So I left. I am comfortable where I am. And the government that I'm serving now, the president for whom I speak, I know that the things that he's doing in the 5 game changes, in the last human capital development programs that he had, for which the people of Sierra Leone gave him a resounding acclamation by re-electing him first round, which for me is a pass back, all right, an excellent pass back. So that's done. Now this second term, it is the road for Maki deliver, which is they deliver on the field salon. We're feeling that and all that. That's what the people want to see. They want to see progress. They want to see improvement in their lives. And it is happening. It is not the end. It is the process. You see that something is happening. We are already working towards improving the lives of Sierra Leoneans. So if that is the yardstick by which people decide who rules and who wins, I know that this government stands a very good chance. In fact, they are in pole position to win the 2028 elections. So for the eventuality of, because you never know in life, the eventuality that the APC wins, as long as they govern within the law and all that. I'm a citizen of Sierra Leone. If they don't, I'll oppose them.
All right, so you believe, say, this 2-2 term, not something where they hold water, because your current government, where you serve under, they point at and say, now waiting, then walk, now they lead them to power. 2-2 term, not in the constitution. And the opposition parties, not only APC, they say, now 2-2 term, now they own time this for na power. Even the NDA, the other day I get another to say, and Mohamed Bangura, UDM, or somebody from UDM, they don't say that. Now, in your view, you believe, say, this 2-2 term, now something where it go hold water for Sierra Leone, or now a new norm where they start?
It's a figment of the imagination. There is nowhere in our constitution that says, now 2-term no more party they serve. Now 2-term president they serve. Not to the party they serve. The president, after 2-year terms, if I go, let somebody else come. Even if na your own party get for win back. But there is no limit as to how many terms a party can serve. And then it depends on how you work. And now let's go over they talk and trade. It's a election, not to by turn, not by how you work. So for saying that we turn this, so he was right. Now, what you do, now you make the people vote for you. The case of Guinea, we just came back, inauguration. The president, where did he now? He came to power in 2021 through what you call military coup. Military coups, people frown on it. But which he don't do during this period. How he don't uplift the lives of the Guineans. How he don't move the economy of Guinea and all that. When he decides, say, he's going to contest as a president, as a civilian, the country turn up for him. Now 87%. Now he win because of what he do. Now what you do, now by how you deliver. It is not who you are, what you are. It is how you govern, how you run the country. Now you go make you win or you no win. So that 2-term or 10-year business where they talk about, it's a figment of an imagination, a figment of imagination.
All right, this will be my last question, and I will read few messages for you. 8 hours ago, there is a post that surfaced on the timeline of Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Bladin. I read, it was, now wait and quote you, and I have you in the studio, so I'm making mention of that. I need clarification on your side. It was Alpha Khan, the then information minister and presidential spokesman, who had lobbied me on behalf of Senge. So we would arrange a meeting for Senge to lobby President Nkrumah for a job. Interestingly, Alpha Khan is now SAPP presidential spokesman, and he can confirm how he lobbied me for me to have EBK give Senge audience to beg for a job in the APC government. How true is this statement?
There's a statement of half-truths. The truth is that Senge did not lobby me for a job. And I did not lobby Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Bladin for her to lobby President Nkrumah for me. I was the closest person to Dr. Nkrumah. I was his spokesman. I was his Minister of Information and Communication. And I was also the publicity secretary of the party. So I have full access to him, and I could bring who I believe needs to be seen by him. The first time I encountered Senge was when I went to do some courses at Harvard University in Massachusetts. And there I met a professor called Professor Calestus.
No, but not talk.
No, let me come. No,
not talk real, so that people go.
Oh,
really
okay. All right, sorry.
Yeah,
now when you read them in English.
Yeah, because I want to let you understand.
No, when you read that.
I go read that again.
No, I don't read that. I don't read that. I don't understand. I know what you're talking about. So make I tell you.
Not true.
Senge no lobby me for a job.
Okay. But
You know,
see,
I
you
dey
not
care-
lobby Sylvia.
I'm not going to lobby Sylvia for making Kermi go to President Nkrumah. If anything, I the opposite. I am for lobby me for Kerry go to President Nkrumah because I was the closest. And maybe they close to President Nkrumah. But I did tell him we Senge we go to New York. But I tell you first. Now me first meet Senge. They introduced him to me where they Harvard. So, but at that time, in all left Harvard, I don't go MIT. So I go visit an MIT. I see saying a young man where they do several great things, especially these prosthetics. Now that research they've been do for them limb them. So I was very impressed because we get a lot of amputees. So when I come back, I tell President Nkrumah, I say, I meet a young man, MIT. They do some fantastic research. I said, maybe we need for Brian Cam. And at that time also, he been get a project where he talked to me about making a tablet available for every child, one tablet kind of thing, where Ambassador Negroponte been the supporter, or the UN ambassador of the US at that time, because he was his mentee. So I asked President Nkrumah, I said, we need to talk to this young man. So when we go to America, in the UN of that year, we go to Cambridge, Massachusetts. We actually, me and President Nkrumah, go visit Senge, in a laboratory, at MIT.
So now you and President Nkrumah went up to Senge
We
to
went
visit.
there. We went there. We went to Cambridge. Okay. We go meet him because when they look talent spotting, he looked like a bright young man. I said, let me use him. So President Nkrumah became impressed because of these prosthetics for the we amputee there. So I said we can use this. So when we come at Sierra Leone, we invited him. He came for can present this one laptop project per child, where you can get people that will sponsor him. Now we organized a cabinet subcommittee for him. He can't address cabinet with this idea and all that. And that is how we met Senge, you know. But another time we went to New York, all right, the Senge camp, which means if Sylvia sit down, I said, well, we go fence space, but make we go tell President Nkrumah, say, Senge there, I want to tell her do. But I wasn't there for le Ayeri Senge say he can ask for job. He did not. That is the fact. He no go lobby for job. He go there for go tell me about this in one laptop per child. We know the sitting government make we able for Fenways, we will go adopt them into here. But he started it actually in his own chiefdom in San Maleng and all that. He came, he do them, you know, and we were quite impressed. In fact, he did some brilliant things then. We reach GSM, telephone, nobody reach. Maybe they make some television aerials, them, where they hang at their school, them, where they attract the signal from the towers and then bring into the schools where they get the internet at that time. So I thought he was a brilliant boy, so let's use him, you know. And at some time when we lost government, I think that he meet President Bio. President Bio himself realized what he realized. Say this young man can do things. So he brought Kana in government. But yes, Sylvia was there at one time in Washington, in New York, when we go with President Nkrumah, go see the president. But at that time, we don't meet Senge already. We don't go meet an MIT. We don't bring also now we cabinet. Yeah. So that is the situation. But I know one day he lobby for a job. No one day, but maybe if he lobby for a job, something as Sylvia in, I then talk in my absence. But no, I'm not being talked down there.
All right, it's the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Now, so we go end the program, but I go read few messages, just few. Unfortunately, my texters are not able to read on the phone. Apologies, because Nami One, my co-presenter, is not with me today. But I go read just few for Honorable for make it able for answer some of them. I will start with the security personnel must be neutral and the presidents must be being the chief army commander. Okay, I'm not going to read that one. I go left him so forth. I noticed that wounded in action was not mentioned in the president's speech. Are they be forgetting now? That come out from Salon Gist. Isata B. MB Kalon say, thank God we have the 80 recommendations of the tripartite committee. The one so amazing is we now have the calendar dates for every presidential elections, and no martial again in any political group, no violence for elections. And we already have too much public holidays. We don't need another one. You should be thinking to fix the economy. Skills development is very important to get, as it will improve the middle level man power. I think Sierra Leone is different. Sierra Leone's different sectors with their responsibilities. So I believe there is a particular sector of ministry that is responsible for data. And the other person say, my dear sister, I think the media house should make it clear to people that they don't have 2 terms for each party in Constitution of Sierra Leone. I go stop there for now, as time not a bit. We, Honorable, it's 9 o'clock already, for let you reply to those comments.
But I think the most important one then that we say now for train the youth for skills, which is what exactly President Bill was doing yesterday. We've been there in Nigeria, we're going to Songo and all that. And so if I want to say is that the youth for no say, them middle level manpower, they're more important than we will get them PhD and all that. I say because as a president, if he motoka broke down the road, pass call post we get skills. Something fuse no more na income, the person fix them, he charge them boku money. But all the same, in motoka don't work. So he said, you are the people who will drive the economy. Now una get for move Sierra Leone. So for me, you must learn skills. And one of the skills the way people then they forget that this country, that driving. A lot of young people cannot drive. People want drivers. Like today, I drive myself for cam. Because they get for cam, migrant picking and go school. And I know one for coincide. So I have to take a car, make a cam, then they go to school. I don't get the driver. You want driver, I know they get them. Then if those now skills. Driving is a skill. We go give you job. We go give you money. We go give you team for it now us. Operating machines. Then bulldozer them. Mining. Then road construction. Ships captains and all those kind of things. Flying. Pilot work. All these are skills that we need in this country. Masonry. You want below now and then 20% or 30% of people where they can't the senior people, they're not getting man them. The one the way me respect that this country. Now the young boys the way they by Dwazak, we been there near PWD. A lot of them learn skills. You want electrician today, then get them. You want a fitter, then get them. You want person for tile, you get them. You want somebody for carpentry, then get them. And those are that. I don't want to be tribalistic, but most of them are Limba people. They are skilled young people. So let we learn for do that. For the whole things no more to bread and butter for they go and sell. The day where you don't get money for buy bread and sell, not get. But when you get that skill day, you like you they don't sleep. Go in me air conditioner and bug. I must call you. They can fix them for me. So this is what I am saying. That person will talk about the skills development. It is talking about the mind of President Bill. I see yesterday President Bill, they talk from his heart. He was so emotional about this program where CRSG bring for train people in the Polytechnic. In fact, he say that Polytechnic day for the McKinney, that Polytechnic day for the Putloko, if for the Bo, if for the Pujao, if for the every district, so that young people will get that kind of opportunity. So if they challenge the CRSG, let them not just stop at the Freetown Polytechnic, because not all man they are. Make sure say they try to get this extended into all the other areas of the country. So for me, I say thank you. And the person will say there is no provision in the Constitution for 2 term or 10 years and all that. He is right or she is right. For me, there isn't. And if you know the day, not in our Constitution, we don't do anything with it outside the Constitution. Now that makes President Bill say he will keep to the Constitution. And the constitutional review, amendments where they put there, they are the product of the tripartite. They are the product of the TRC. They are the product of the white paper. We when I've been there, when we've been in the government, APC. Now we left our white paper there. I've been member of the Justice Edmund Cowan Constitutional Review Commission. And maybe they represent APC, me and Victor Fo and all that. Now we've been there. So that is the situation that we have. They no go design anything new for put that in there. We just follow within TRC say. We just follow within the tripartite say. We just follow within the white paper of President Nkrumah left. Now what they do. So if they don't want it, no. Next time I come here, I go bring the bill, actual bill, where President Nkrumah and government been produced for change these same clauses. It ain't in my bag. If you don't tell me she talk, I have it. But we're not going to get time for put them through parliament and parliament close for the elections. We were going to do it. For change that thing from 50% to, from 55% to 50 plus 1 vote. We're going for do. And it was a simple thing because runoff, now you get the problem, Sierra Leone. Runoff as well as by-elections. When you get a runoff, all man concentrates by that one election, then are the problem they day. But when you have a general election, all man busy in a constituency. You know, left they first go fet Napujo. You know, left Pujo, you can't fet Naputloko. All man busy, they try for secure your own place. And that's not the thing. But when you have a runoff, just 2 people they contest, all man they would have go old tick, would have go old stone, this and that. But from this year, from 2023 to now, one problem will not get about by-elections. Because of the proportional representation, when people then when somebody they again he die or is sick or unable to go parliament or council, then just they take the next person. And it's saved us a lot of money already and a lot of lives and property. We not get anything. So for me, proportional representation is the right thing. The only thing we need to talk about is that when it comes to the government and the executive, we will also get that kind of proportion. In some way, let all man there at the table, we been take part in that election so that everybody is accounted for and included.
All right, plenty thank you to Honorable Alpha Khan for this opportunity. We don't do quick clarifications on the issue of lobby or not lobby. And Alpha Khan don't tailor down. So a little bit about the constitutional review, how it started from the previous government for the 50 plus 1 before then going to runoff. It has been an opportunity with Alpha Khan in the studio. A very, 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 I learn from him every day. I want to be his type of politician. And so when we watch, congratulations to you sending a text message, we are improving. But again, let me make this disclaimer. Somebody don't go and report we page for something where we don't know about. We don't even say anything about. But sometimes that comes with, a tag where we always say, understand what the media is heading to. We'll try to do that formal reports to the cyber units because that is stalking and it creates problem for we where we not like. USA text message, congratulations, let's keep pushing. You will not send tomorrow. I will come for you now, you inbox. So all the one away viewing, congratulations and thank you. So we studio manager, we producer, Suleiman Jallo. Plenty thank you for this show. And David Harding, Afrepewa, and Nelson with the assistant. We all make this show a beautiful one. Congratulations and thank you to you all viewers. Good morning again.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussions,
You for know but salon politics.
religious messages, entertainment self no go left again.
We not go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we
For
all.
developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk, but
Sierra Leone political history.
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one inter